Hey Natalie, can you look up for me? Look up. And then my sister got into physical therapy, and while she was in college, she had a friend that was an occupational therapy student, and she really enjoyed that, and my sister thought it sounded a lot like me. Occupational therapists tend to be pretty holistic, and they work in a lot of different varied fields and areas. And I like that. I like the fact that I could do a lot of different things, and I could work with children, I could work with adults, I could work on hands, I could work on work hardening programs, in rehab settings and schools and all kinds of different areas. They're typically master's level programs now. They're entry level masters, which means that you will go to school for a full master's. You don't get a bachelor's first, you get kind of a technical bachelor's, and then you come out as a master's, and then you get registered as an occupational therapist. Typically there's a few years of generals, and then you get into the occupational therapy program, which you have to apply for. And then you spend about a total of about 6 years when you include field works in the program. It's a professional healthcare area, so you're making a lot more than probably a teacher would make, but maybe less than a nurse that's doing special shift work where they're getting differential pay. But occupational therapists and physical therapists, they do pretty well. It seems like it's always been an in-demand area. It comes and goes depending on how positions open up, depending on how the government runs their Medicare systems and different insurance systems. But it seems like, at least in the Midwest, you can find a job fairly easily as an occupational therapist. And in specialty areas like what I'm doing with pediatrics, sometimes you have to find your niche. You have to find the right area that is looking for a therapist or to develop a program, but there's definitely a need. The generals that occupational therapy would require would be like your biologies, chemistry, your beginning anatomy programs, physiology, some basic maths. You don't have to have a lot of math to be an occupational therapist, but mostly sciences. The same things you need for nursing or for pre-medicine or many other allied health, which means basically areas in professional health care. You do, and you have to have different patients with different patients. With adults and older people, they can get frustrated if they're not seeing progress quickly or with losing a function that they used to have. With children, of course, it's long-term care in a lot of cases, so you're seeing them over a long period to affect their development over time. Say hi, sister. Oh, giving kisses.
No.
That's a good brother. He's probably thinking, I'd like to get on that swing. That'd be fun.